What's up, YouTube? Right, what a weekend of racing we had in Cheltenham, also in Doncaster as well. Some really nice performances, some thrills and spills with some hot favourites. A lot to talk about. Obviously, we have a massive weekend coming up as well in the DRF, the Dublin Racing Festival. We're going to see the likes of Marine Nationale in the Irish Arkle. Quite possible that Willie Mullins could run Gaelic Warrior here, as you get the feeling the rest of his kind of 2 mile division might just be a little bit below par Marine Nationale. So there really is an exciting weekend ahead. But first, I just want to touch on, well, I suppose let's start with John Bond getting turned over in Cheltenham. Personally, myself, I didn't think he was just 100%. Little bit guessy at fences, which is not usually like him. And I do think Nicky Henderson's last fortnight just hasn't gone as smooth as you like. I think he's had 3 winners or 4 winners from something like 40 runners. Just a lot below his best. And I just feel some of the yards horses might have been under a cloud. Jericho, the Repine, winning ugly in Doncaster. He's definitely a good horse, lads. The market told you that he was not ready to do his best the other day. He still toughed it out. He won ugly. He beat a decent horse in lump sum. But the minute Jericho, the Repino, jumped off the other day, I was worried. I said, this horse is empty. His ears went back. He shook his head. He jumped cold. He lugged a little left. And the market told you that Connections weren't happy, because this horse was 4-9, and if Nicky Henderson had rang JP McManus and says we are ready to go, this horse would not have ended up 4-6 or 8-11 that he touched. I genuinely believe Nicky might have felt we have to run for the experience. We need him to run once more. He's not where I want him to be, because the market told you somebody wasn't happy with this horse. But he still pulled it off on his worst day, and that's always a good sign. And I like the Sam Thomas horse that he beat. I think if you give him that set up a flat track, I think he's a decent horse lump sum. He doesn't do a lot when he gets to the front lump sum, but he travels like a real good one. He's very raw. I think he's nailed on to win maybe Di Walter's Champion Hurdle in Wales, one of the maybe next season, but that's a long way away. I am going to be doing a live stream on the Mad Merrigan Colbert Sports Facebook page at 8 p.m. Thursday night, talking all about Leopardstown and getting a right look at the 2 days. Also, I will record it and repost it onto YouTube once the live is over. So I might do an hour-long live stream, and like I said, get most of it onto YouTube as well, or check it out over there, Colbert Sports, Mad Merrigan Colbert Sports Facebook page. Really looking forward to it, and massive weekend ahead. What else to touch on? Lossie Mouse, really impressive in Cheltenham, lads. What a mare she is. Looks like Connections are going to take the softly approach, head for the Mayor's Hurdle, and I like that. I think she's so young, she's so talented, and the world's her oyster. No doubt she'd be a danger to any horse, including Constitution Hill, getting that weight allowance. But I think Connections are doing the right thing here. Avoid Constitution Hill when he's in his prime, and have a go with him. Delay your challenge. You're young, you're only 5-year-old, you'll only be 6-year-old next year, you'll get the £7 allowance. Also, maybe Constitution Hill might decline £2 or £3 next year, and you might just have a better chance at him as well. So I think it's clever programming, and it's the right way. It's the right approach to look at the Mayor's program first. Go to Cheltenham, go for the Annie Power, and then they were saying they might go to France or something. So look, it's a very interesting horse. Another one was Gidley Park. He looks a real chaser of the future. Now, I was kind of hopeful that he might miss Cheltenham this year, because I don't know if he's a ready-made the Ballymore horse. There's a new name on that race this year, but I just feel like he's not a ready-made Ballymore horse. He's very good, but I wouldn't run him in the Albert Bartlett either. So I don't know. I'd like to see him skip Cheltenham, go to Aintree, put him away, and come back as a chaser, because the world is he's oyster as a chaser. What else ran in that race? Johnny Who, little bit lackluster over that trip. It's looking like Johnny Who wants further, lads. So I wouldn't rule him out of outrunning his odds in an Albert Bartlett. Maybe he's just a little one paced at certain parts of races, and could outrun his odds at a big price. Just to touch on what else did we see that week? Oh, a horse I'm really impressed with is Ginny's Destiny. Paul Nicholls' horse jumped extremely well, lads. He also was took on for the lead the whole way by the Sue Smith horse as well. So he didn't have it easy. He had a big weight. He jumped like a pro. He battled it out well. And any time a horse can win a handicap with that pace pressure, but never look under pressure and go away at the line, if you ask me, he's a genuine graded horse. There's no doubt about it. And I think he's an absolute massive player in the Turners for last year's winning connections. I know we're going to have Gaelic Warrior in that race, but history repeats itself with Gaelic Warrior. He's been to Cheltenham twice. He's won twice. Or he's been beaten twice. Is he a better chaser? Yes, he looks it. But I've seen the story before. He won his maiden hurdle in Wexford by 82 lengths. He went back and ran in the Ballymore last year, and at no stage of that race did he look like he was ever going to win it. He got beat the year before in the Juvenile hurdle whilst getting weight from the McManus horse Brazil, who wouldn't lace his boots nowadays. But I'm just going to be again Gaelic Warrior. It's quite possible he shows up in the 2 mile division, but I think Marine Nationale, it'll be his kryptonite. He is a absolute machine. And what an interesting Irish Arkle it would be if Ilete Tompren found a 50, Gaelic Warrior, Marine Nationale, Vassile Vega, you know what I mean? It would be a real interesting race. However, I am with Marine Nationale. I backed them for the Arkle, you know, a 3-1 and 7-2, and obviously I had a good touch off him in the Supreme last year. So very interesting, lads. Check in Tuesday night. I will record that live stream, or you can follow me on the Facebook page for that as well. But really looking forward to it. And like I said, what a weekend, the Dublin Racing Festival. Don't miss out Thursday. I will go through a lot of the races. I'm just waiting for the final decks, because we just don't know what's going to run here. We have too many. Willie has so many horses in certain races. I just want to play it out. Also, there's a couple of interesting juvenile hurdlers that might show up. I don't know if the two of them will run, but Willie Mullins has the Stormheart, who was an impressive. And then he has another horse who was second to the impressive winner the other day, Sergino. What did you make of him? Comment below. An absolute machine. I did think Burlet Road pulled very hard. I think he can improve. I don't think he gave his best run Burlet Road, but it looks unlikely that he would get up to Sergino, especially how lightly raced Sergino is. But I was quite surprised Burlet Road still finished second, the way he ripped and teared for most of the race. But yeah, Sergino looks a bit of a rocket and something special. So really interesting. Let's see what Willie Mullen pops in Leopardstown with the juveniles. He could have one really scream home as well with a couple of interesting runners. What else is there to touch on? The Gold Cup. We also have Fast or Slow, Gallop on the Champs. I think it's going to be a small enough field. I didn't really look at it yet. Well, I just pull it up, lads. I think this field could cut right up. I don't think any of the Rob Core horses are running. So yeah, look, we have 5. Gallop on the Champs, 4-9. Fast or Slow, Conflated, I Am Maximus and Cocoa Beach. It's a race just to watch and brief, but I certainly wouldn't be backing Gallop on a 4-9, not when he's kryptonite horses in here for sure. I know Gallop on was absolutely spectacular the last day, but I wouldn't be surprised if Fast or Slow put it up to him in this race. I think Fast or Slow in this kind of set up, a small field, a tactical race, could be very dangerous to the likes of Gallop on this weekend. I know Gallop on won by 20 lengths the last day, but anytime a horse wins like that, an out of the world performance, it takes a couple of horses to underperform, and I believe a few of them did. I think Gallop on might have been on the favourite ground. Now, is Gallop on the Champs the most likely winner of this race? Of course he is, but you have to back him at 4-9. I'd sooner just watch the race. Faster Slow is 2-1 to Faster Slow. He beat him in Punchestown. He beat him in the return race this season as well. Galopon did smash him in the novices, but Faster Slow has clearly improved a lot. Conflated and I Am Maximus, Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach, a very likeable horse. I can see him just pulling along up there. I Am Maximus stays really well. Probably have a tilt at one of the nationals after winning. Probably go to Aintree. Conflated, apparently he's going to go to the cross country. So I don't know if they're definitely going to run in here, Conflated and Cocoa Beach. But let's say this ended up a 3-runner race. Oh man, I might take a chance on Faster Slow if he was still 11-4, 5-2 on the day, just because that kind of a tricky 3-runner race. He's so nimble, that's his kind of makeup, isn't it? You know, so I don't know. Look, it is what it is. Galopon looks a superstar. If he backs up his last run, he will win. But I just feel Faster Slow is going to put it up to him. I really do, especially in a setup where it's going to be a tactical race unless Galopon really pushes forward himself the whole race. So interesting stuff. Although it's a small field, it is a puzzle. But like I said, I will be absolutely shocked if the winning distance of this race is more than 3 lengths. All right, take care. Keep following Colbert Sports. Mad Merrigan's the name. And hopefully finding you a winner at the Dublin Racing Festival will be the game.